Hi Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Jupiter, or perhaps you have Pisces as your North Node / Rahu, or any other strong placements you feel you may have in your chart. Or if you have significant 12th house placements, that's fine too. Cross watchers, of course, you know you're welcome here. Just please be mindful and respectful in the comments for those that this reading was intended for originally. But if you find that this resonates with you, please don't hesitate to claim this message. And also, you don't have to have Pisces placements or 12th house placements or anything like that. You could just resonate with the title of this read. Obviously, if you're watching this live, it's not going to have a title. So maybe you're scrolling past the lives and you found me here. Maybe we've crossed paths for a reason. So just keep an open mind as to how messages can find you. Okay. So let's get into this reading. Actually, I feel a bit scattered here. And so I'm feeling right now you don't know what to prioritize, Pisces. For those, again, just in this energy. What do I do first? Maybe you have a lot on your plate. And I kind of feel like you get so overwhelmed where you don't end up doing anything at all a lot of the time. So I'm not a licensed psychologist at all or anything, or counselor, but maybe some of you have already been clinically diagnosed with ADHD, for example. For those that get easily overwhelmed and can't really focus on multiple things at the same time. Maybe it's difficult for you to multitask and you burn yourself out. So if that's the case, definitely try to take it easy on yourself. Try to tackle one thing at a time. Maybe creating a schedule and a task list will help with minimizing the amount of overwhelm you may feel. All right, let's get into this. I'm actually going to roll some astro dice first to see what else we have for those in this energy. Okay, so we have the first house. So with this, and the sun, I feel like you're really focused on yourself right now. You're working on yourself. I feel like a lot. What else am I feeling here? I feel like you want to change your self-image. You're finding your way, but with this Capricorn energy, I feel like it comes with obstacles. This doesn't come easy. This is a steep climb, I'm hearing. So I feel like you're looking up at this mountain. That's what I'm visualizing. And again, you don't know how to conquer this thing. You don't know how to even place like your hands, positioning, if you're going to fall at any point. Do you have a firm grip? You're overthinking this to the point where you're delaying starting on working on yourself. You're trying, but it's been a struggle, I feel. Okay, I'm going to dive into some oracles now for those in this energy. For those in this energy, spirit. Okay, this wants to come out. We have malady in the reverse. Yeah. You're sick and tired of being sick and tired is something that I'm hearing. Bottom of the deck, we have Lord. So yeah, there are a lot of self-image issues that I feel like you're struggling with at this time. Maybe you're also watching shows or movies, and let's say you have people that you look up to or people that you kind of idolize and you wish you were more alike. I feel like you may compare yourself a lot, maybe to more successful or more attractive people that seem strong and sure of themselves. Again, like you want to be in this energy. You're like, how do I become more confident with who I am? Well, I know for one, I have to work on myself to be the person that I want to be. And right now you may be struggling with, for example, like appearance. Appearance may be a big one. I don't know when was the last time you got a haircut, or for the guys out there, shaved, or clipped your beard, so at the very least it looks clean. But I don't know, I just feel like you're struggling with your appearance here, and you want to be able to stand on your own 2 feet. I don't know if it's because you have been sick lately. Maybe you have been sleeping a lot more or just laying in bed. For others of you, though, I feel like this is more mental and you've just been depressed and unmotivated to really do anything, to socialize, to kind of get out there. It's like you keep on setting it off till tomorrow. And every day you just don't feel like getting up. You just don't feel like working on yourself. So I feel like that's something that you're struggling with at this time. Okay, I'm going to pull a zodiac oracle over here as well. For those in this energy. I know it's hot outside for a lot of people right now, let's say in the Western Hemisphere, because that's just what I'm familiar with. I know it's maybe really hot right now, but I feel like Spirit is saying, some fresh air will do you some good. So maybe spend more time outside. I feel like this is going to help uplift your spirits. Be in the sun energy here, literally be under the sun. I feel like that's going to help with your moods as well. Spirit, how do you see those in this Pisces energy? How do you see those resonating with this? Mercury is here and Aquarius was under that. I'm not going to keep Aquarius. I'll keep that to the side. But Mercury for me is the strongest here. And we have the number 15, which reduces to the number 6. So 15, 6, and maybe even 5 or 1 may be significant for you. But I feel like, again, that's just representing struggling with your self-image. I feel with the 1 and 5 having a lot of inner conflict, and trying to move towards calmer waters, trying to move towards having more peace and balance and harmony in your life. But with this Mercury energy, Spirit's right now seeing you as somebody that is going through a shift in perspective. Spirit's kind of saying here that you've largely been focused on the negative. Mercury rules Virgo, which is your 7th house, or your opposite polarity. And Spirit is saying, like, you've just been really overcritical of yourself for not being more like a Virgo, quote unquote. You're definitely somebody that is very go with the flow typically. And sometimes that could be a really great thing, because, you know, you're able to navigate blockages easier typically, just because you can let go, or you have a bit of an easier time than other people when it comes to going with the flow. But sometimes this lack of structure and organization and lack of self-discipline can sometimes lead you to feel like you're not where you want to be. And Spirit is saying here that you're being too harsh on yourself. Yes, those are things that we want you to work towards. We want you to kind of climb and kind of like move towards that Virgo energy, because it's something that you don't typically embody. So Spirit wants you to kind of work on those Virgoan traits. But don't stress yourself out over it. There's a balance, right? Virgo, for instance, needs to learn how to let go of control sometimes. You know, sometimes Virgo can be a little controlling with how they want things. They're typically very particular about how they've organized their space. And they don't like allowing someone else to take the reins, because it throws them off balance. And so what they're learning, with Pisces being their opposite sign, is to embody Piscean characteristics, learning how to kind of go with the flow. It's not the end of the world, you know? So, of course, there's this beautiful balance that you're trying to achieve. So, this is just a reminder, you know, that you're not perfect. The people around you, no matter how successful they may seem, they also feel like they have imperfections of their own. You know, everybody is their own worst critic, of course. So, yeah. Don't get caught up in appearances, is something that I'm hearing. All right, what's going on when it comes to your heart space? How are you feeling? Okay. So we have sacred union. Honor and treasure your relationship, for it is truly sacred. That's the image there. And we have secret admirer. Someone has deeper feelings for you than they are letting on. And we have that over here. So I feel like this is actually pretty complex. And there are a multitude of stories playing out here. So I'm probably not going to be able to touch, you know, obviously every person's situation here, but I'm going to try to tap into the strongest energy. And first, I want to say some of you here may have a partner in mind, somebody that is very much in your heart. You may be with this person but at a distance, or you may just really love this person but they're just not in your life right now. But I feel like you don't think that you're good enough for them. For some of you here, you could be observing your person through social media, if that's a possibility, or maybe you're just assuming this through stories, through mutual friends, or if you guys actually are talking, you see them as somebody that is admired, somebody that's getting a lot of attention, somebody that people are curious about, or they have kind of like a crowd around them, so to speak. And maybe you kind of feel like you don't have that attention. You don't feel like you're getting the approval. But I feel like don't know, for some of you also, you're not letting this person know how you really feel. You want to let this person know that you admire them, maybe that you even love them, but you're sabotaging this situation. Again, maybe because you feel this energy of lack and you feel like you have to work on yourself first before approaching this person or before coming towards this person. Okay? Of course, if this resonates more for your person, you know, and let's say, yeah, if this resonates more for your person, that's fine too. Energies can sometimes be interchangeable, right? But you really want this. You really want this love, and I feel like you're trying to manifest this person into your life. So I do feel like if you are consistent with this and you keep on working, there's something here also about having your own business, or running a business, or just maybe having even like a higher position within your business that's actually going to help boost your self-esteem, one, but also give you just more options. I do feel like the person that you are attracted to, though, they're kind of focused on themselves at this time as well. So I don't feel like working on yourself is necessarily going to get their attention, because I feel like they're overwhelmed with other people or just other things at this moment in time. But I do feel like this is actually going to help you on your own personal journey to boost your own self-esteem and attract partnerships in general in your life. Okay. I'm going to dive into the tarot now, and I'm going to move this to the side and see what is going on for those resonating in this Piscean energy. Tell me one more shuffle, so I'm going to do one more shuffle. Yeah, so I'm hearing Capricorn. I know we have Capricorn here, but your person could have Capricorn in their chart, but it doesn't have to be, okay? Or maybe it's just the energy of Earth. Again, we mentioned Virgo earlier, but also I'm open to Taurus, but again, does not have to be. But you have a lot of sexual, I feel, desire, or just desire in general, to come towards them with the right kind of offer that they can't refuse, is kind of what I'm hearing. You don't want to give them an offer and it not be grand enough or good enough. Like, I'm kind of getting here Great Gatsby vibes. Maybe some of you here like The Great Gatsby. Maybe that's your favorite book or favorite movie. Maybe you like Scott Fitzgerald's books, I don't know. Or maybe you like Leonardo DiCaprio as an actor, I don't know. I'm trying to make connections here. Or you may just resonate with that story. Okay. Okay, let's see what is going on here. We have Three of Wands in the reverse. We have the Ace of Cups. Yeah, I feel like there's a feeling here of missed opportunity. So for a lot of you, again, there could be distance, or there are third party energies involved that's separating the both of you right now. And I feel like you wish that you could be closer to this person. Okay. We have the Moon. And we have the Ten of Swords, yeah. I'm going to pull out more cards here. Yeah, you do want healing when it comes to this connection. 10 of Swords. Again, also, you're really exhausted from thinking about this. Also, I feel like maybe you've been working a lot, just literally just been working your job a lot, and you don't have any time for maybe working on yourself like you initially planned, or that you really strive to want to do, because you're so tired. And also, I think you're stressing yourself out as well, so that doesn't help with your energy levels. And then we have the Moon card. I feel like a lot of you here are depressed or not in a good headspace here. And if that's the case, you may be astral traveling. You may be your soul may be traveling, okay, or an aspect or a part of your soul that does disconnect from the body to travel may cause you to have vivid dreams. Maybe that's something that you've noticed, is that your dreams have been a lot more vivid, or maybe you've been lucid dreaming lately. And that's, again, because I feel like you're going through so much right now that that's your body's way of coping. And it's also your soul's way of healing as well. So I feel like while you're asleep, your soul kind of tries to get some kind of healing or closure, answers, to kind of help you process all of these different things. Okay, so there's also like an ego death that's going on here as well. Okay, I feel like there is some kind of realization about maybe how you've kind of been seeing things. Again, Spirit really wants you to have like a perspective shift. All right, let's see what's going on with Pisces, or those just in this energy. We have the Eight of Wands in the reverse. We have the Wheel of Fortune. Okay. And then I'm going to, one more card. Okay, that's too much there. And then we have the King of Pentacles in the reverse. But Spirit's saying this is in the upright, actually. So I'm actually going to keep that in the uprights. And I'm going to tell you why in a minute. Bottom of the deck, we have the Star in the reverse. So, moving forward, there are going to be some setbacks. There are going to be some delays, right? And I think one of the biggest reasons for that is because Spirit wants you to establish a firm foundation for yourself. What you're building now, from this point forward, if you're consistent and you're dedicated at embracing this change to become this new version of yourself, this is going to take time. There's no shortcuts to this transformation. And that's something that I feel like you got to accept and realize, is that this is going to be hard. So I'm hearing embrace the suck. You may know that phrase really well, or maybe you've just been reading a lot of books about that, you know. But Spirit's like, push forward. You can do this. Again, you're trying to embody that earth energy, right? Your opposite, which is that Virgo. But of course, I said Capricorn earlier, so I feel like just that energy of earth. You're trying to embody. You're trying to become more like, because again, you're a bit more flowy. In a lot of ways, you have emotional turmoil because you feel like you don't have like a ground to stand on. And in a lot of ways, you can become codependent because of that, because your partner is your stability. Okay? But Spirit is asking you to embody these qualities within yourself. So you can be the stability you're looking for. Okay, so I feel like with the Wheel of Fortune here, I'm hearing fortune favors the brave. So Spirit is saying that things are going to slowly move forward for you. But again, I'm seeing this clock. So this is going to take time. This manifestation is going to take a lot of healing. Okay, which is why the Star card is in the reverse, right? And which you're going to have difficulties with at times because you're resistant. You have fears of change. You're going to second guess yourself a lot, and sometimes you're going to try to convince yourself that maybe this isn't for you, or maybe you can't do this. Spirit's like, you got to fight those thoughts. Okay, it's normal to have fears, but don't let your fears control you. But yeah, you are going to move forward. It's just going to take time. It's probably going to take some years. Okay, but by the time you get to this earth energy, or by the time you embody this King of Pentacles, it's like you're not even going to recognize yourself. And because this is going to be a slow change, you're not even going to realize that you've become this person. And I feel like you're going to be so proud and so secure about who you've become that you won't need other people's approval. So, I kind of want to pull a card for what's going to happen in regards to this connection, because this is not really talking about your love interest here. This is more about you, right? The Sun in the first house. So what's going to happen here with your love interest? Ooh, okay. We have the Six of Cups in the challenge position here. I feel like Spirit is kind of saying only time will tell. I feel like there is a possibility, if you play your cards right, that the past can come back to you, and there can be this reconnection or reunion in some way, even if it's just a conversation or kind of like a sweet regardance for each other, for being a part of each other's journeys and kind of catching up and meeting up after maybe a long period of separation, or maybe after a while of working on yourself. But Spirit says that there is also a soul connection here, right? I feel like that's confirmation to you that this is somebody that has touched the very core of who you are, and somebody that's brought you or triggered a lot of healing in you, and somebody that I feel like you're I don't know if you're going to realize this necessarily, but Spirit is saying that this person is in large ways your muse to becoming who you were always meant to be. And so without even maybe this person realizing it even, you're going to become the man or woman that you always wanted to be. So let's see what your future kind of looks like here, Spirit. So what does the future look like here? Ooh. Okay, bottom of the deck, we have clear and activate, create sacred space, number 9. And this came out in the reverse, and this was Dark Night of the Soul. Life brings new meaning, and that came out in the reverse. And I feel like the reason why that came out in the reverse is because, for one, I feel like you're going through an ego death now, and this is going to be a long period of clearing your own energy, because I feel like it's been a long time, and you have a lot that you need to work through, right? And that you're learning to release and forgive, and being more open, I feel like, to the new opportunities, new ways of thoughts, reconnecting with God or source energy here. And I feel like you're coming out of this dark period, 10 of Swords and the Moon. You're going to come out of this dark period, this period of depression. And you're going to also shift your perspective, so you're not going to have as much negative self-talk. Okay, I feel like those inner demons that you've been struggling with, you're going to accept and release them. Okay, so I feel like that's what Spirit sees for you in your future. Yeah, I feel like there's dark energies that may be surrounding you. Maybe you also attracted these darker energies to you because of your negative thinking patterns. But I feel like the shift and change is going to cause them to have to shift and change, you know, and they're no longer going to want to be attached to you or to be part of your aura or energy field. Okay. So I feel like that's something that you're working through. In a lot of ways, you're going through the dark night of the soul. I feel like this is more in a practical sense, though, with this earth energy. Yeah, that's what I'm feeling here. Alright guys, that is the end of the Piscean reading. Thank you guys so much for watching. If this resonated or you found this fascinating to watch, I encourage you to hit the follow button and or subscribe to my YouTube channel, which is Soup for the Soul Tarot, and it's the number 4, and it's not spelled out. So again, that's Soup, the number 4, Soup for the Soul Tarot, and you can find me through the link in my bio as well, or through the YouTube icon in my bio. As well, if you're interested in live readings when I'm offering them, you can check out my Linktree page where it shows you how you can pay and what the prices are if you are interested. Alright guys, thank you so much for watching, and I might do a collective after this, so hopefully I'll see you guys on the other side. Bye.